Welcome everyone to the video, and today we are going to talk about the Free City faction post-balancing. They have changed. Now, the first thing to note is that the Free City stamina bonus is different. There is no more cheesing with the Free Cities faction. It used to be you started with more stamina with all sources, which was a good starting point. But now it reduces the stamina cost of the skill. So all allies, you have 3 to 5 members. It's a 25% to 50% skill reduction stamina cost. Not all sources give you stamina, but just reduction in the cost. So that is the first change. You start off with the team, and you're going to want to have Khal Drogo as the lead. Khal Drogo and Free City allies begin combat with 50% stamina. Now, he did change. Khal Drogo is a crit machine. He is a critical strike, critical damage machine. He's going to begin the battle with an indefinite 40% critical damage buff. And what critical damage does is when you do a critical hit, it will multiply your damage times the critical damage amount to give you a boosted damage output. So it's going to do a lot more damage. When he defeats an enemy, he gains 100% critical strike chance buff until he uses his skill. So let's say you use Khal Drogo and kill someone. Well, this means he is going to gain 100% chance of a critical strike the next time he uses his skill. And his skill has been changed from fast to very fast. He's going to hit for 240% physical damage with a 15% bonus critical strike chance, sacrificing 15% current HP. Now, the 15% bonus critical strike chance is used with the 25% critical strike chance, so he actually has a 50% chance to give a critical hit. And the critical damage is 133%, but then you add an additional 40% on top of that to give you the crit damage. So he is just a crit machine. The only weakness, however, lies in the color charts. He will be deadly versus green opponents. However, blue, he will do 50% damage. So all that crit and all that boosting, all these characters right here are going to take 50% less damage from them. And there are a lot of Neds, Sam, Johns, and Allisons out there in raids. And Joffrey's will be coming soon too. So that is your man who is the leader of the Free Cities, and he is going to be a crit machine. Daenerys is wonderful in her ability to pass stamina at fast speed and heal, and she also has the HP guard, and when it's used, she gains 100% stamina, and then when she's defeated, all allies gain 25% stamina. So just more stamina gain. She's a utility character. They do have the power-up, which will grant the team leader 10% stamina and heals them for 5% max HP. So that is the bonus. They also changed Longbraid. Longbraid now has more damage on his move, 285% physical. If it defeats a target, then he does a bonus strike dealing 330% physical to another enemy. He is not a crit machine like Drogo, but he does hit hard. And when he defeats an enemy, the team leader gains 40% stamina. And when the leader uses their skill, Longbraid gains 35% stamina. So you're going to have a lot of synergy with the Longbraid and with Drogo. The problem lies in they're both red, and blue will take 50% damage. So they struggle against blue. You have Zaro, who will create shields. He is a shield creator. You have Jorah, who is your answer to blue. He will strike, taunt, and counter at normal speed. And when the team leader uses their skill, he's going to gain 20% stamina and unnatural resistance. But he is a protector. So just bear in mind that protectors do not have the strongest attack. And then you have the Blood Rider. The Blood Rider shields, grants stamina, and does damage. And then when the team leader is defeated, the Blood Rider sacrifices himself to revive them with 50% max HP. The problem lies in that he is a common, and common characters are quite bad. They will usually die very fast. Let us go into the campaign. I am farming for Joffrey, his skill books. So let's do Chapter 5 Treacherous with the Free City team. Let's take Zaro out, and let's put in the Blood Rider, and we will show you how they work. So, right away, I did one move, and four guys have their moves. This is because the stamina is different. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to try to kill this enemy with Longbraid, and he kills and does 30k to the next one. Now we are going to kill with Drogo. See, that is the problem. That is the problem. He cannot kill blue enemies. Critical damage up 40%, but he did not make the kill. So let us continue. And Daenerys has her ability, so she's going to pass to Drogo. We're going to hit him, and we'll put Jorah's taunt up. Now we do one match. Drogo is now up again. We're going to swing with Drogo. That will give him a critical strike chance up 100%. So that means the next move he does will be 173% damage. However, against green enemies, against blue enemies, it is pretty weak. Let's do that again. And this time we're not on auto, so we'll see if one match gets their move. Yes, one match gets their moves going. So we're going to swing 32,000. Now he has the 100% crit. Now we're going to use Longbraid to give stamina to Drogo. Now we're going to pass stamina. I want to see what the crit numbers are. And let us do the match. Okay, now Drogo is going to crit. Let's pay attention to the number right over here and see what that is. And 50, it looked like over 50,000. Over 50,000 damage. But here lies your problem. Your problem lies in blue enemies. As cool as that is, your problem lies in blue enemies. There you go. He had 330% damage on top of it. and the long braid could not finish him off. Free cities. A lot of promise, however, very reliant on red, which means green enemies will take a hit, but blue enemies will not. And in raids, I do not think they are going to be a good team. In events, I do not think they are going to be a good team. In Crowns Challenge, I do not think they are going to be a good team. So the moral of the story is free cities have gotten better, but still are not great. Comment below and let me know what you think, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Take care, all.